are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Cardi B is her album being pushed back. Allegedly, Titanic Records is pushing back Cardi B's album. She allegedly was supposed to release a single by now. I mean, we almost in April of 2025, and there's no single, no nothing. Now, a lot of her fans are upset about this. They feel like she missed her mark and that her career will never recover. Now, Cardi B posted on her secret society on Instagram that she's not trying to tease talk, but she said her album, she's proud of it. The only thing promising in her life, okay? Fans weren't too happy with this post. Now, Cardi B, she posted on X that she don't like when people, put something on their dead family members because they still be lying. Well, fans posted an old tweet of Cardi B saying that now is crunch time for her album. She said it on her kids who are still alive. And fans pulled it up and said people gonna put it on everything and still be lying. Okay, calling Cardi B out. Fans are also calling Cardi B out for not putting out her album when Up and WAP came out, saying after WAP and Up, a follow-up album would have did 250 to 300,000 easily. This was her biggest fumble ever, and fans believe that unfortunately, Cardi B won't be able to sell over 200K first week when she does drop her album, and then people are going to call it a flop. So let me know how y'all feel about it. A lot of fans are disappointed, and they believe that her album is pushed back. And I've heard that Titanic Records has pushed back her album a few times. She's gotten knocked up twice after Culture. And then she has put out little singles like Bongos and Hot Garbage and all these different singles, and they flopped on the charts. So she is trying to figure out what her next hit single is going to be for her album to sell. Okay, that's what the holdup is. And also, all these female rappers are dropping this year. She got a lot of competition. Doechii's dropping. Doechii got a big push. Doja Cat's dropping. Megan Thee Stallion is dropping. I'm hearing Scratch Off is dropping. Will she be able to outsell all these other female rappers? We don't know. Okay? She better hope Nicki Minaj don't drop. I can see Nicki dropping possibly a single, but I don't think she'll drop an album. Okay? I definitely don't see an album, but she might drop a single or two or a few collaborations. So she better hope that, some of these girls flop or it's going to be bad for her. Because if Doechii do 100K, do 150,000, I think she could do at least 100K first week. Cardi B might not be able to even do that because the hype is gone. So the fans are very concerned. They're very upset with Cardi B. Now, moving on from that, Doechii has been unfortunately getting dragged left and right. She can't catch a break. And, an old clip of Doja Cat saying how she wants to work with Doechii before Doechii became mainstream has resurfaced onto the internet. I believe this was in 2021, 2022. And fans are calling out Doechii for basically paying Doja Cat dust. Fans are saying Doja gave her a platform. Now, Doechii is acting like Doja doesn't exist. Now, if you guys also remember, Doja Cat, I think it was in 2023, she brought Ice Spice and Doechii on tour with her for her arena tour, which she did not have to do. Now, with that being said, fans feel like Doechii hasn't shown love to Doja Cat or she's paying her dust. I don't know. But that's what the fans feel like. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I think Doja Cat fans are probably a little bit jelly of Doechii. That's what it's giving. It's giving jealousy. because Doechii's up right now. She's topping the chart. She surpassed Doja Cat on Paolify. And, Doja Cat's new singles or collaborations, whatever you want to call them, have been flopping, not doing well on the charts. So I feel like they're a little bit jelly of Doechii's success. And that's why they feel like she needs to show love to Doja Cat. Because it was Doja Cat's label that has shelved their collaboration when Doechii wasn't hot enough. I'm sure RCA probably wants the collaboration to come out now that she's hot. But Doja Cat and Doechii were supposed to collaborate a few years ago. And the collaboration never came out because RCA felt like the record wasn't going to do well. But now that she's hot and she top 10 on Billboard, now, Doja Cat and her fans want to come back around. How interesting. Now, BΗLLÍE has shown some love to Nicki Minaj.
GOAT female rapper. I'ma say right now I am loving Glorilla.
Sick.
Glorilla, if you want to shake your ass, turn on Glorilla new album.
Okay. Nicki Minaj is like, obviously.
See, I'm just saying things that I like right now. So like,
I know.
GOAT.
I know.
GOAT is
That's
Nicki. I'm gonna agree.
Nicki is GOAT for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Agree. GOAT.
Yeah.
Now, as we know, Nicki Minaj, she sampled Big Billy in Pink Friday 2. Allegedly, Billie Eilish would love to do something like an original collaboration with Nicki Minaj. I think it would be fire, okay? But I'm not really shocked. I mean, obviously, Nicki Minaj is the GOAT because she's been in the game for like 15 to 20 years and she's still relevant music-wise, okay? So I'm not really shocked that she chose Nicki Minaj. It was the smart decision. Now, Suge Knight calls out Kanye West for insulting Queen Bee and Camel Face's children. He's in jail, but I think he got a podcast in jail. And he said, I need to holler at Kanye. We never disrespect no one's kids. You don't talk about Camel Face and Queen Bee children and call them the R word. That's what we won't do. It's real consequences for those type of actions. I hold people in hip hop, people in our community to higher standards than that. We came a long way as Black people, as slaves, not to protect people's children or people that are disabled. That's not funny to me, not one bit. So it looks like Suge Knight sending some threats to Kanye West, even though he in the clink. He said there was going to be some consequences for Kanye for talking about, Camel Face's children. And I can see the Carters taking Kanye out, be honest with you. Kanye, you mess with the wrong people. Okay? That's why you're in the predicament that you are in now. Okay? And when Kim take those children away from you, I don't want to hear you crying on Twitter and play victim like you usually do and talk about, oh, white people this and white people that. No. You love white women, so you can't pull the race card like you try to do all the time. And your actions do have consequences. I just don't know what Suge Knight is planning. I mean, how you threatening people and you in jail already? That don't even make no sense. But he probably thinking, what else could happen to him if he's already, in jail. He been in jail for 10, 15 years already. So probably longer than that. He's been in jail for a while. So he probably doesn't feel like there is any real consequences. Now, moving on from that, Kung Fu Kenny's Super Bowl halftime show performance received 125 FCC complaints. TMZ reports, okay? I'm sure Camel Toe probably threw those complaints away, okay? Those complaints are in the trash because he had the highest view Super Bowl halftime show of all time. And he didn't even curse or anything like that. What were they complaining about? I would like to know. I mean, he didn't curse or do anything. I can understand if you did not like the halftime show, but you can't make an FCC complaint just because you didn't like the halftime show. That's not what it's there for. That's why them complaints are in the trash, and he will be performing at the 2028 Olympics, okay? They don't care about these complaints. The FCC board and Camel Face probably threw them shits in the trash, okay? Come on now. You know they don't care about them complaints. He didn't curse or nothing like that. So, and when he performed Not Like Us, he didn't even say the pedo word. Okay, he didn't say the pedo word, but he did name drop somebody, but he didn't say the pedo word. So their complaint is null and void. Okay, you just can't complain just to complain. They did the same thing to Rihanna. They complained about her performance too, and her performance was like PG-13. So people just be doing anything these days. Now, allegedly, SZA and Kung Fu Kenny have been filming the Luther music video, okay? They were spotted at a gas station filming for a music video. Some people are speculating it could be for his next hit single, TV Off, or maybe a music video for Playboy Bottom Bussy Cardi and Kung Fu Kenny. They did 3 collaborations, but a lot of people are speculating it could be the Luther music video. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm here for it. That would be amazing for me. Now, moving on to Doechii and Brent Vias have been spotted in the studio. Doechii coming with the heat. Wow. Doechii and Brent Vias, that's about to be fire. Okay? Doechii's doing everything right when it comes to her next album and these collaborations. She got one with Meg. She got one with Brent Vias. Her and Doja Cat have something in the stash. I don't know if that's ever going to come out. But she's doing everything right when it comes to these collaborations. Okay? Because Brent Vias is fire. Okay? He don't get a lot of recognition, but he's completely fire. I'm here for this collaboration. I think it's about to be lit. Now, does Doechii also have a Queen Bee collaboration? She was on Instagram, and it looks like she was recording a song, and she was dancing and jump roping to Sweet Honey Bunkin' on Instagram. Okay? So, a lot of fans are speculating that she could possibly also get a Queen Bee collaboration. I could see Queen Bee giving her a collaboration. Okay? She was talking to Camel Toe at the Scammies. So I can see them doing a collaboration, and I think that collaboration is going to take Doechii to that next level. If she get a Queen Bee cosign, it's going to take her and elevate her to that next level. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on from that, Kali Uchis is releasing an album called Sincerely. I believe it's coming May 9th. So congratulations to Kali Uchis. I like Kali Uchis. I think she's very talented. Should be bigger. But Kali Uchis, she needs a very fire, hot single to get the people talking. That's what she's really missing. If she do that, she can sell at least, I believe, 75,000 first week. Okay? Maybe even more than that. But I just feel like she doesn't have a fire single out, and it hasn't been a fire single out for Kali Uchis in a long time. Now, moving on to Lil Durk. He dropped his album called Deep Thoughts. Did y'all listen to the album? I'll be honest with you. I think there's an issue in female rap where everything kind of sounds the same. In male rap mostly. Not in female rap. There's a lot of female rappers that don't sound like each other. They might sound similar, but they don't sound exactly like each other. And they definitely have their own look, okay? Like Doechii doesn't look like Doja Cat. Mostly Doechii and Doja Cat have their original look, okay? They don't look like anything else out. Everybody else, you know, female rap have like that BBL look, clearly. But with that being said, I was really bored with this album. The album is not trash. Let's get that out there. It's not trash. The album sonically sounds good, but it just sounds like something he has put out in the past. I feel like Well, it might be a little bit too late for Lil Durk because he's going to jail, or he's in jail and he's going to be there for a long time. But I feel like Future, Lil Baby, who else? Lil Durk, Young Thug, they put out the same type of music all the time. It's like getting redundant. Okay, I feel like I've heard this before from you, Lil Durk. I just think that artists got to evolve and stop making the same type of music all the time. And it's mostly the male rappers that do it. It's not the female rappers. It's the male rappers that need to learn to experiment and do different collaborations. I mean, Lil Durk had Future, Lil Baby, and I think Jhené Aiko on his album. How many Future and Lil Baby collaborations do you need? How many? You have a bunch of them. Collaborate with people that are new, okay? You should be trying to get like a few pop collaborations. Think outside the box for once. But it just comes off redundant. I'm sorry, I had to say that. A lot of these male rappers, they put out the same type of music all the time, and they get a pass for it. The female rappers never do. Now, moving on from that, Playboi Carti music is now in a tight race with Selena and Benny Blanco for the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 chart. They said I Love You First saw big gains in sales over the past 24 hours, aka payola, and potentially fueled by coordinated campaigns from various pop fan bases rallying behind the couple. Now, let me know who you guys think deserves to go #1, Selena or Playboi Bottom Bussy Carti. I don't really care who go #1, but let me know if you listen to Selena's album. I did my review a few days ago, and, I thought it was a pretty solid album, okay? Playboi Bottom Bussy Carti, I can't really understand anything he says, if I'm being completely honest. But I don't really have a dog in this fight. Now, Queen Ari released her deluxe for Eternal Sunshine. That was boring. She could have kept that in the stash. I didn't find no songs I liked on that either. I'm like, goodness gracious, is music dying? Why is everybody putting out the same shit every day? Same shit, different toilet. I don't understand it. It was boring. Okay, she could have kept that in the stash. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.